Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you my top 10 blue fragrances for 2023. Now these are going to do extremely well, whether it's the springtime or even more so in the summertime, especially when it's really hot. A lot of these will definitely keep you cool or just give you that pep to your step, that Vince McMahon strut. This list will not be in any numerical order, but the first one is going to be Mercedes-Benz Man Blue. This is so similar to Dior Sauvage, like the EDT, the Eau de Parfum, the Parfum concentration. When I mean close, I'm talking like 95% similarities, just without the price tag. This is like $40 to $45 Canadian Dior Sauvage. Like you're spending for the quality, but you're also spending for the name. Mercedes-Benz, you know, like they have a name. There's definitely a lot of quality, but the cars, you don't generally think of fragrances. Now the difference with this one here is that it doesn't have that ambroxan note. What it does have the typical bergamot, lavender, pink pepper. I think it's got some tonka beans, some amber, some musk, and I think a little bit of wood. So I'm not sure which one, but what also makes this one a little bit more different is that it's extra fresh from the lavender. It's very uplifting and it's very, very blue. You know, it's very much like the shirt. Like, trust me, this is totally unscripted, okay? I came back from reviewing some stuff outside. But yeah, no, this will definitely just add that pep to your step. It's the same versatility, and longevity is not bad neither. It ranges anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. For fragrance number 2, when you hear the name of this fragrance, you automatically picture a reviewer, a certain bald-headed guy. When you hear of Ferrari Bright and Early, you think of this bald-headed guy. But 2, Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale Blue. And that guy is going to be Ross, Mr. TLTG himself. He has pretty much plugged this one constantly, you know, a lot in the last couple years, and I understand why. However, I gotta admit though, this is not one of my favorites. I did plug this one a fair bit back in 2015, 2016, not as much as the Ferragamo, you know, the Ferragamo F Black, correction. But this one here it's not bad. It's just, for me, it's not really a scent for me because it just has so much lavender. So this has more than this, but it does have other notes of like benzoin, which adds that ambery touch. It's got some cardamom, some citrus, with like a woody, earthy base of like cedar and patchouli. Definitely very casual. You can wear it to school. You can also wear it to work. I think it's a stellar work scent as it's inoffensive. You know, a lot of offices or workplaces are becoming scent free, including my own, but a lot of guys still wear fragrances. I'm just not an asshole sprayer. I'm reasonable. I'm respectful towards other people around me, you know. But this will definitely leave you feeling uplifted, you know, super fresh, definitely very aromatic. And it's also different because, yeah, lavender is not really, you know, unique, but when you throw in like a little bit of the spices, including like that ambery benzoin, definitely unique in my book. Longevity, 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 3 actually made a video that I filmed earlier outside, and this fragrance actually is making a few lists within like the next month, so there's gonna be a little bit of overlapping, all right? But that's gonna be Perry Ellis Aqua. This is the epitome because you can get this for like under $25. You can get them online, like Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, whatever. Just look around, but you can also pick these up at like Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory. But this definitely does have C notes. I believe it also has some musk, some woods, and it definitely has a very bright citrusy lime. The lime shines and it pops. It shines very much like when I'm outside freshly shaved, like the shine against my bald-headed dome. It just shines like that, right? But there's also a little bit of coriander to, I don't want to say like warm it up, but it does add a little bit of a spicy nuance. Not too much, but overall it's just citrusy, fresh lavender, sea salty, like there is that salty tinge to it. Not overly salty, but it is there, and just very aromatic. Casual, just casual, but you can wear it to school if you want, and if you want to wear it to work, sure, by all means. I don't really see this being an office fragrance, but it is safe enough for the office. Longevity, 4 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 4 came out in 2003, and it might resonate a little bit more with guys my age, you know, because a lot of guys wore this back in the day, back in the early 2000s. And I think that this is the first true blue fragrance, but I might be wrong. Ralph Lauren Polo Blue. This gets overlooked compared to like the other ones. The other ones overshadow it. Like the Polo Blue Parfum, I think there's an Eau de Parfum one. You got the Gold Blend, you know, those are all fantastic. My favorite would be this one and like the lightest one, which I think is like EDP. I might be wrong, but that one there, like the EDP or the Parfum, is more grown. This is just ageless. A young person all the way to an old man can wear it. But the Eau de Parfum, or like the latest one, whichever one it is, I'm getting it wrong, I would say is a little bit more polished compared to this one. But this is actually quite nice. This has cucumber and melon. That adds something a little bit different, you know. It is very fresh. It is blue, clearly, just like the bottle itself. But the cucumber is a little watery. The melon itself is watery, but it has a little bit of a fruity nuance. There is some geranium there, but there's also like herbal undertones of like sage and basil. You know, basil and sage are more green notes. It is there, but overall it's more blue. And then you have the typical musk and woods. I feel like there's some lavender to it. I might be wrong, but this is just casual. You know, if you're a Gen Xer, this is something I'm sure that you're still rocking to this very day, just for scent memories. This will definitely bring you down memory lane. When like you're younger, you're carefree, you don't really have as many responsibilities. Longevity, this is where it kind of falters. That's why they created the Parfum concentrations, is about 3 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 5, just never really caught on. I think it's a great budget-friendly fragrance. You know, it's not gonna cost you more than 30 bucks, and I've seen this for as low as $18 USD for a tester bottle. It's gonna be Kenneth Cole Blue. This has ginger and mint, according to Parfumo. Like Parfumo and Fragrantica, their notes kind of differ. There are some similarities, but like for this very video, I did get my notes from both. But I don't get the mint and I don't get the ginger. There's also musk and woods. There's definitely the lavender, and there's also that citrus. The citrus, I feel like it's lime, but according to like the notes, like on Parfumo, it's like lemon and grapefruit or something like that. I get like a lime accord. It's just a little bit different. This has a little bit of an aquatic feel as well. I believe that there's sea notes, so I almost forgot that one there. But it's just blue, it's fresh, it's invigorating. Definitely gonna add that pep to your step. For me, this is more casual than anything. Yeah, you could wear it to work in school, but it's a prime white t-shirt and jeans type of scent, or just like a tank top with flip-flops and shorts. Just something like that. Longevity, 3 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 6 is damn cheap, very affordable. And it is damn blue. And that's gonna be Calvin Klein Eternity Aqua. This came out in like 2010 or 2011. When it comes to like the Eternities, I feel like this is one of the more popular ones. Now I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion. This has cucumber, it's got citruses, it's also got a very fruity plum accord. Cedar, lavender, musk, sandalwood, but also some green notes. So it is a blue scent with some fruity nuance, but it does have a touch of green to it. It's a very blue fragrance with undertones of green. It's got that musk, it's got like the citruses, the plum, super aromatic, super refreshing. This is probably like one of the bluest scents in this list. Like these three here are super blue in my opinion. And there's gonna be 2 more. If it was just a top 5 video, this one definitely would have made it because it's just ultra blue, but it's very refreshing, very aromatic, so it's very airy. So the hotter the better. This is just gonna bounce off your skin. And this is white t-shirt and jeans, but you could wear it to school, work, longevity, 4 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 7, this one actually makes a lot of lists when it comes to inexpensive, summer, or blue videos. And that's gonna be Chrome Extreme from AZZARO. This gets a lot of comparisons to Acqua di Gio, or like Armani's Acqua di Gio Profondo. I have that. That one actually made a list earlier today. But it definitely does have that similarities. It's got like mandarin orange, definitely the juniper berries. It's got like sea notes. I believe it has lavender, cashmere, but it also has like an ambery base. It's a blue aquatic scent, very fresh, very uplifting, very aromatic, but with like an ambery base to it. It's kind of like this one in some ways. There are definitely the difference is this is just like a lot of lavender. I feel like there's a little bit of lavender to this one here, but it's not listed on Fragrantica, and I think on Parfumo, but I might be wrong. But just very uplifting, very blue. This is actually like another like top 5 blue fragrance if it was just a top 5 list. But if you want something that's budget friendly without the Armani price tag that smells similar to Acqua di Gio Profondo, you definitely got to go with this one here. And longevity is good, ranges anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 8, this is going to be the last true blue scent in this list. Like the last 2 are definitely blue, but this is just like the epitome of blue, and it also has blue in the name. So Perry Ellis Pure Blue. So this has your typical citruses. So it's got like bergamot or lemon. It definitely has a fruity green apple. It's got green notes and aquatic notes. I get more of the aquatics than green notes than anything, but also musk and like woods. This is just blue, blue, blue. I've stated it before when I talked about this fragrance. This is just like a blue body wash. Clean, fresh, out of the shower, blue body wash. That's, you know, it's a nice scent. It's kind of dull, kind of boring, but I like those types of fragrances for the most part, and I do like this one. Holy shit, does that ever match the shirt, huh? Oh my god. I only noticed it when I looked at the screen. But yeah, so I think that this is a prime work scent because it's just so fresh, so inoffensive, and like you want to smell clean and fresh when you're at work. That's what this scent here is, you know, but you can also wear it casually. Longevity, 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 9. Now, unfortunately, the bottle kind of broke a couple years ago when I was trying to flick it open. I was trying to be smooth and suave, which is not your guy at all. So I am geeky, nerdy, and definitely cheesy as I get older in my old age. So I'm okay with that. But number 9 is going to be Dunhill Desire Blue Ocean. So the note breakdown for this one here on Parfumo differs than from Fragrantica. So I'm just going to read it. So you're going to get like the tonic water, you're going to get the Granny Smith, the patchouli, citruses, sea notes, and patchouli. What is on Fragrantica is going to be like citruses, patchouli, but also seawater. I don't get the Granny Smith apple, I don't get the tonic water, I just get citruses, seawater, but also like a woody, earthy patchouli sort of bit. So I don't know which one is which. You know, I don't know which one is accurate. But it's just very fresh, very aromatic. It is blue. There is a bit of a salty tinge to this one here. And this kind of reminds me of sunny San Diego. Only because I ended up reviewing this one with Coach Rob when I was there back in 2018. Labor Day weekend of 2018. Last minute trip. Great trip, you know. Rob liked it. You know, he really enjoyed this one. He thought it was like super fresh, very casual, very uplifting. Something that he would wear. For me, and maybe it's just because I was there, it just has that West Coast laid back, chilled vibe. That's what it is. The citruses in this are actually done quite nicely, you know, quite nicely. And I stated it in the video that I filmed this morning. This one's gonna go out first, but the citruses in this for a Dunhill scent, and like super affordable, it's like 30 bucks, are done rather well. It doesn't smell cheap and synthetic to my nose like the citrus. Some of the other notes, yeah, maybe a little bit, but the citruses in this like really are like, they pop, they're bright, they're zesty, very invigorating. That's what adds that pep to your step when it comes to this one here. The sea notes, like the seawater, the sea notes that add a little bit of a salty tinge, like very much like sunny San Diego, because like in the air you smell the sea salt, which is really refreshing. Then you're gonna have that patchouli. If it wasn't for like the patchouli or that woody base, this wouldn't last more than 2 hours. Longevity is not great to begin with. You're gonna get anywhere from 4 to 5 hours, which is not bad. But if it wasn't for like that patchouli being the backbone, this wouldn't last all that long. And last but not least, this one just never, and I mean ever, makes any list whatsoever. And that was never really talked about in FragCom, except for me. The video that I did of this, I was actually in a bath towel. So, you know what, I like to be entertaining. As I get older, I stated it, my sense of humor becomes more dad-like. That just happens, but you know, I do like to add a little bit of entertainment when it comes to these clean, soapy types of videos, so I dress the part. But that's gonna be Hugo Boss Pure. Now, not Pure Accord, but just Hugo Boss Pure. This is marketed as a men's fragrance. I think it can be completely unisex. There's a lot of citrus in this. You're gonna get some sea notes or some aquatics, but there's also Masoya woods. I don't really get a woody base per se, but what makes this a unisex scent, in my opinion, is gonna be the lily and the hindsight, the white florals. It's not overly feminine, nor is it overly masculine. It's like right down the middle, in my opinion. The white florals add a little bit of a soapy tinge to it. I don't know if it's that, but I do get this clean, soapy feel from this scent. So citrusy, white floral, aquatics, woods, I don't know. I don't really get that. And I do get like a little bit of like a muskiness from it, like a clean musk, you know. I'm feeling kind of musky right now because, you know, I was out earlier today and I haven't showered since last night. That's gonna change after this video. But it's just is different. It's fantastic. Came out in like 2006 or 2007. It's an older scent. And the downfall with this one at the time of this recording is that it's not online. It comes and goes. It's not always there consistently, like a lot, like pretty much like every single one of these fragrances. It comes and goes. I've seen this as low as $40 to as high as $80 Canadian. So just shop around. If you really want to smell this one, you're gonna have to blind buy it because I haven't even seen this on any of the decanting websites. It's one that never took off, and I don't know why, because it's fantastic. Longevity, 4 to 6 hours. And guys, that's it. That is 10 blue fragrances for 2023. Hopefully with this list here, it was different than a lot of the other blue lists out there. You know, again, I try to be as creative as possible while putting out some of the more mainstream fragrances in some of these videos. But I do try to give you guys something a little bit different. And if I did accomplish that, and if you really truly like this video, please leave me one of these. It helps with the channel, it helps with the algorithms, and it lets YouTube know that, like, to share this video. Speaking of sharing, if you like it, please share it. It does help the channel and it does help me out as well. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be down in the description box below. And because that this is a summer blue scent, why don't you see other summer videos right here? Thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.